I think Tae really has a talent for cooking. He uses the same ingredients as I do, but his dishes are on a completely different level. I never knew steamed eggs could be this good. Steamed eggs? Is that like poached eggs? No, poached would be putting them into water, I think. I'm sure steamed eggs taste nice. I wonder if being a good cook is part of his release concept. He said in his route that being good at making coffee and tea is part of his concept, so I guess so?
와, 맛있어요.
고마워.
오늘따라 더 맛있는 것 같아요, 테이.
He looked busy trying to praise the food and swallow it down at the same time. But beside him, Rose was just quietly emptying his plate. Even Yuri, who liked to chat around, was showering, so the table was completely silent. Because Lance is... somewhere. It was odd that Red was staying this quiet. He seemed to feel good in the bus. Did I do something wrong? No, you didn't. He did by just jumping to a conclusion and not talking. I can't stand poor communication stuff. I felt bad after thinking that.
오늘은 다들 조용하네요. 란스야 원래 조용하다지만 레드 무슨 일 있어요?
어? 왜? 간이 안 맞아?
뭐?
반찬을 안 먹는 것 같아서.
어? 아니야. 맛있어.
At Tae's word, Red hurriedly shoved some of the side dishes into his mouth.
조울증인가 보군요.
If he is, so the fuck what? Part of his concept design? If it is, you shut up. Maybe, what if your owner wants you to be manic depressive? Would you suddenly get that problem?
레드 괜찮아요?
He's just being mopey because he's being an idiot. Just leave him be.
정말 괜찮대도 난 진짜 괜찮아. 저기 총사령관이 해준 음식 맛있지?
Me? Oh, it's always good, but I think it's especially good. Did you put something in it?
특별한 걸 넣진 않았어. 기분이 좋으니까 요리가 더 잘 된 게 아닐까?
Because I got a present. He must be the present that she gave him. I feel so bad. You people. You dolls. You're feeling good?
선물을 받았으니까.
See? Oh, he must mean the candy bag I gave him earlier. Seeing him smile, I think Soy's plan actually worked. It couldn't be that he's smiling because he thinks I gave him a present. That would be silly. I'm glad you like it. I'm pouting over here. Have you noticed? Red grew more sullen as I smiled. Oh my god, just fucking talk, people. It's not that difficult. I was about to ask Red what was really going on with him, but the bathroom door suddenly opened. Half-naked Yuri? Half-naked Yuri! With white steam coming out behind his back, Yuri looked like he was posing for pictures. I quickly turned my gaze. Oh god, half-naked men. I can't bear with it.
시원하다.
샤워를 했으면 옷은 챙겨 입는 게 어때?
태희 엄마가 또 잔소리를 시작했군. 응? 그런데 용사님은 왜 그렇게 죽상인 거야?
뭐? 아니야. 난 아무렇지도 않아.
제일 먼저 밥을 비웠어야 하는 네가 아직도 식탁에 붙어있는 것도 이상하고 밥도 전혀 줄지 않았잖아. 뭐 내가 신경 쓸 바 아니지. 마이허니는 밥을 거의 다 비웠네.
Yeah, everything was so good today. Hurry up and come eat. I tried my best to not see Yuri's shirtless body. Oh no, half-naked nudity. Avert mine eyes. Yuri smirked to see me like that. Then he changed the subject back to Red and started teasing him.
아하, 체리보이가 사춘기인가 보군 그래.
뭐? I fail to see your thought process?
무슨 소리야?
He's blushing at Yuri's half-naked body.
부끄러워하긴. 네 나이 또래에는 좋아하는 여자애 하나 없는 게 더 이상한 거야. 얼굴이 빨간데? 혹시 사랑에 빠지기라도 한 거야?
그런 거 아니야. 나는
레드, 정말 무슨 일 있는 거 아니에요?
그게 그러니까
Red suddenly stood up from his seat. Did Yuri cross the line? You think so? Red? Red's face was so red. Besides, his eyes seemed a bit wet. Is he crying?
나는 그래도 총사령관이 좋아.
I don't know if he noticed that, but Red continued mumbling.
총사령관, 나는 총사령관이 좋아. 총사령관을 미워할 수 없어. 그리고
Red looked at me with a pitiable face. Why are you looking at me?
행복해라.
What? And like a scene from a soap opera, Red just stormed out of his seat. Of course, the only place Red could go to was Grandpa's room. After he left, heavy silence flowed throughout the table.
충격 고백이군.
I know. I'm surprised that they actually put the special heart, which was gay, into Red. That certainly is a unique doll.
아이, 장난일 거야. 아니면 오해겠지.
Do you think? Red seemed serious. I was flustered at Red suddenly coming out. No, but before that, why did he tell me to be happy?
연극 연습을 너무 많이 한 것 같군요.
저 레드에게 가보지 않아도 될까요?
I think Tay should go to him. I looked at Tay, recalling Red's ardent confession. Tay seemed flustered too.
뭔가 오해가 있는 걸 거야. 레드는 여자애를 좋아하는 걸.
Yeah, don't you remember the erotic dream he had in the beginning of the route?
체리보이는 여자애를 좋아하는 것이 맞아. 내 감은 틀린 적이 없어.
I mean, if any one of you cherry boys here would like guys, I would certainly not be walking around like this.
왜 저 원숭이의 성 정체성에 대한 고민에 저까지 끼어들게 만드는 거죠?
Given the erotic dream, I can see why you hate, your rooming with Red. I mean, he does seem to talk during. Might lead to uncomfortable, awkward situations.
뭐 이상한 일도 아니야. 한창 자라나는 시기잖아. 이 시기에 남자아이에게는 그런 혼란이 찾아오는 건 자연스러운 일이지.
Except for me, I never went through that sort of phase at his age. What are you talking about?
알고 싶어?
Not through you, no.
알았어. 그렇다면 자세한 설명은 자제하도록 하지. 아무튼 난 이런 불안정한 남자들 사이에 있는 마이 허니를 그냥 두고 볼 수 없어.
Yuri unfolded his arms and stroked his chin. And he looked at me with a charming smile.
마이 허니, 지금도 늦지 않았어. 그런 의미에서 나와 함께 주말에 데이트를 가자고. 내가 다른 남자는 절대 선사할 수 없는 멋지고 황홀한 기억을 만들어주겠어.
Maybe ask me when you're dressed?
달링이 레드 같은 체리보이와 함께 집에서 휴일을 보내는 걸 두고 볼 수만은 없어. 말해봐, 허니. 주말에 가고 싶은 곳이 있다면 어디든지 데려가 줄게. 이번 주말은 마이 허니에게 올인하겠어. 어디 가고 싶은 곳이라도 있어?
To the amusement park and the merry-go-round.
이 집에 있는 사람 중 이 아이에게 가장 해를 입힐 것 같은 사람은 바로 너야, 유리.
Actually, considering he just wants to flirt with me and you want to break my bones, I think you're the worst one. I'm fine with anything, so first put your clothes on.
그런데 저도 궁금해요. 마스터가 주말에 가고 싶은 곳이요.
The atmosphere suddenly changed at what he said. Until just now, it was all shady because of Yuri. Yano's innocence is amazing. Really?
그건 나도 궁금한걸? 나는 가고 싶은 장소가 딱히 없지만 네가 가고 싶은 곳이 있다면 알고 싶어.
잠깐만. 제일 처음 물어본 건 나라고. 나에게만 대답해주는 게 도리 아니야?
Who cares whom I answer first to? I mean, the answer's gonna be the same. I want to go in the merry-go-round. Yuri seemed annoyed at Yano's and Tei's foul play. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever thought about it before. I don't know why it's this weekend suddenly so special. I was always alone on weekends, so I never thought to leave the house. The place I want to visit... I thought for a while. Of course the amusement park is an option. The Chloe doll showroom... I'm honestly not sure which one to pick because, you know, it seems once again like a trick question. The amusement park is always happy in a sense, except the parts when Eri or Tei disappears. But the Chloe doll showroom could lead to hilarity since the dolls are walking around. But it might help Red figure out his identity again. I'm gonna save. And let's go for the safe option with the amusement park. I'd like to go to the amusement park.
놀이공원?
When I was little, I went to an amusement park once with Grandpa. But that was my first and last time. I've only been there once. Usually everyone goes with their parents when they're young, but my parents were always abroad and busy, so we couldn't. That's why I begged Grandpa to take me, but it wasn't easy going to the amusement park with Grandpa. I laughed for some reason. Grandpa loved to sit in the library and read books. Amusement parks were not his specialty. So I never thought to ask him. But that day I really wanted to go to the amusement park. I think it was some sort of celebration day.
그때 할아버지와 단둘이 간 게 아니잖아.
Yeah, Nameless was there too. In fact, before it was mentioned that Mom put him into the storage, apparently, if she's talking about Nameless, I thought for a long time that, Nameless was along on the one day we went to the amusement park, and then Eri dropped him or forgot him at the merry-go-round. Because the merry-go-round keeps featuring so much, and especially in bad endings and stuff like that, and the constant talk of the merry-go-round spinning.
잘 생각해봐. 또 누가 있었는지.
I figured it out ages ago, so technically that apparently doesn't work in making you appear or something. Sorry.
마스터?
Again. It's that voice again.
마이 허니, 괜찮아?
When I came back to my senses, I saw not just Yona, but everyone staring at me. Yeah. I definitely heard something. And the voice wasn't even new. I've definitely heard it before. And very recently at that. But I couldn't think about the voice any longer here. I was too bothered by the worried looks. I just made up an excuse and told him I just suddenly felt dizzy. Which nobody seems to think is somehow connected to having been whomped on the head just yesterday. What was that just now?
그렇다면 언제 다 같이 놀이공원에 가요. 재미있겠다.
그렇게 다 같이 몰려가다가는 아카데미에서보다 더 이목을 끌게 될 겁니다.
What makes you think that? And why did you mention the word academy if you're not talking about the academy here? Did the translation forget to translate something? Yana looked disappointed from Lance's words. Yuri shrugged his shoulders.
응? 다 같이 가는 건 초등학생 소풍 때나 그렇게 가는 거지. 놀이공원은 당연히 남녀가 단 둘이 가야 하는 것 아닌가? 흔한 데이트 코스 중 하나니까. 아, 마이 허니가 놀이공원에 가고 싶단 말을 들으니 의무감이 느껴지는군. 어때? 이번 주 주말에 시간을 비워주겠어? 놀이공원에서 얼마나 뜨거워질 수 있는지 직접 체험할 수 있게 해줄게.
The amusement park is not a place to fuck in. No, I'll refuse. I refused instantly.
놀이공원이라면 나도 가보고 싶은걸?
Really? I didn't know Tay likes places like that. I should tell this to Soy. I note it to myself so I don't forget. Well, as long as you don't write it in the diary where Nameless can rip it out, you won't forget. I'm glad I'm now finally able to pay back Soy for everything she's done for me.
마이 허니, 왜 웃는 거야? 설마 태희 엄마랑 둘이서 놀이공원에 가고 싶은 건 아니겠지?
응? 정말요?
What? No, no. Me with Tay? I was flustered and stuttered a bit. I glimpsed at Tay and noticed he was looking at me too. Ah! I hurriedly turned my gaze. Well, it's not a matter of whether I want to go or don't. The only reason I asked was because of Soy. It's frustrating how I can't just reveal that here. Everything's getting more messed up.
마이 허니. 그렇군. 어쩐지 아까부터 태희 엄마 기분이 좋아 보인다 했지.
아, 네? 아, 뭐가 어떻게 되어가는 거예요?
What are you talking about?
그런 말을 하는 거지.
It was a perfect smile, but I hated it. Don't say anything weird and just get dressed. I told him off and took the last bite of my food.
알았어. 옷을 입고 나와서 나도 저녁을 먹도록 하지.
I stood up and put my plate in the sink. I noticed then that Red's plate was stolen at the table. Come to think of it, he just stormed into his room. I was worried about Red. Will Red be okay? Does Red really like Tay? Tay looked troubled at my question.
금방 괜찮아질 거야. 왜 그런 말을 한지는 사실 짐작이 가긴 해.
I'm not gonna say it though because... reasons. It's funny to see everyone misunderstand. Huh? What is it? Tay seemed to know what was going on with Red.
무슨 일이 생기면 내가 알아서 할 테니까 걱정 마. 너는 어서 들어가 쉬어.
Then should I just let Tay take care of Red? I mean, Tay's always reliable, so he'll be able to fix everything. I decided to let Tay handle the situation and came back to my room. It still bothers me, but it'll probably be okay. I opened my diary like always. Today, Red took me to the classroom, and Soy helped so that I wouldn't get into trouble because of that. Oh, I handed Tay the candy bag she gave me, and Red seemed gloomy all afternoon. A lot of things happened today. The page with today's date on it was completely filled with everything that happened today. I looked up to the shelf and saw all my past diaries lined up. I don't have the oldest ones, but I still have several. It's probably because I write in my diary every single day. All the rest must be somewhere in the attic. But that's weird. I started writing in my diary because Grandpa told me to. When I was little, he told me that a diary is the bowl that holds all my memories, like a pensieve. He said if I write down all my precious memories, I'd be able to recall them any time by reading the pages. You want to tell that to people who have the Groundhog Day syndrome? Who have, like, an injury that, in the end, causes them to always wake up and think it's the same day as, say, on the day when they got the injury, and even after, starting a diary that tells them this is what happened, this is why you don't remember this happening, no, this is not a joke, and this is what happened in the meantime. They may read it, but they can't really process it because to them it never happened, because they don't have the memories for it. You want to think about that? But then, since I always put my memories into the bowl, shouldn't I feel like they're still all intact? These days, I've been feeling as if all my memories are disconnected and jumbled up. Even though I write everything in my diary. Well, that was some time ago. I've been getting better now. I'm glad I'm getting better before the boys get really worried. Nameless hears that and is like, I must make them worry about you. Rip, shred, tear. I hope I'm not sick. I was probably just too tired. That's what I want to believe. But I know that it's not just exhaustion. I feel like parts of my memories were wiped clean, as if someone cut them out. What is this? I should just ignore it when I can't get an answer anyway. Yeah, I'll just ignore it and it'll probably go away on its own. Like all my memories! If it's only going to cause me stress, I should just stop thinking about it. That was what I learned from Red, who was always bright and energetic. Except now. Oh, come to think of it, he wasn't like that today. I lay on my bed and kept remembering how sullen Red was. Is he okay? I was more bothered by what he said to me than his shocking confession towards Tay. What did he mean by be happy? But again, it was a question without an answer. Because you're not asking the question. You are just wondering about it. You are monologuing, not dialoguing. I shut my eyes. And I wished to myself, I hope tomorrow Red comes back to being himself. But shattering my hopes, Red was sullen in the morning, too. He still insisted that he'd be my bodyguard this morning, though. Except, thanks to his low spirits, we were awkwardly silent during the whole way. I've never been this quiet with Red, so I didn't know what to do. I decided to break the ice first. Red, are you really going to go to school with me every morning?
당연하지. 나만 믿어.
He said that, but he wasn't even looking at me. Are you really okay? Why are your spirits so low?
그러게. 미안. 어쩐지 평소 같은 기운이 나지 않네.
Is there something on your mind? Red avoided my eyes again and just scratched his head.
응원해준다니까.
What? Again, I couldn't understand what he said. Yesterday he just stormed off. I don't know what's on his mind. But he sounded like he was promising himself.
네가 무슨 결정을 내려도 나는 네 편이야. 그것만은 잊지 말아줘. 네가 어떤 선택을 한데도 난 네 곁에 있을게. 나는 널 지키기로 결심했으니까.
Red, what are you... I was about to ask him what he meant when the bus arrived. Thanks to that, my question was buried under the engine noise. Red waited for me to get on the bus behind me.
먼저 타.
I had no choice but to stop talking and get on the bus. And we couldn't have a conversation in the packed bus. Of course you can, unless it's forbidden in Korea to talk on buses. I ended up having to keep quiet. What was Red trying to say? There were more than a couple things that bothered me. The way he talks and acts was so different from how he normally was. I had no idea how to treat him. I think you mean treat. Because teat means something very different.
오늘도 레드 선배가 모셔다 주셨구만.
Yeah, I can't give your gifts to Tay anymore. Everyone thinks I'm in love with Tay, by the way. I told you this would fucking backfire. Oh, did you see?
모두가 봤지.
I felt like I hadn't seen her in a while and felt glad. I haven't seen you for over 24 hours.
안 볼래 안 볼 수가 있어야지. 아무튼
Soy came towards me. And she made sure Simbi stood behind me so that I can't run away. How about using all this energy to study for the exams instead of scheming, Soy? You're one to talk. But regardless of what I thought to myself, Soy whispered,
어떻게 됐어?
Oh, if you're talking about the present, I gave it to him.
받아준 거야?
Yeah, but as said, everyone thinks that it's from me. I put up my thumb. That's not the only thing. I found out some things about Tay.
친구야.
Soy hugged me tightly. And I felt something mush on my cheeks. Get off! I'll tell you. Soy immediately let me go and looked at me with eager eyes. She looked like an obedient puppy. Hey, only Yono's allowed to look like that. She's usually like a hyper beagle. Tay likes to make and drink coffee and tea, and he said he wants to go to an amusement park. He only said that because you wanted to go, not that he liked the place himself. That's all he told me yesterday.
여기 다 받아 적었어.
Because that is such large amounts of information that is difficult to remember? Shinbi wrote everything I said onto a piece of paper and handed it to Soy. But Soy didn't take it.
적을 필요 없어. 테이 선배에 대한 건 다 외워버릴 테니까. 그 열정의 100분의 1이라도 중간고사에 투자하는 게 어때?
Oops. That was the wrong button to click.
이렇게 된 이상 진짜 못 참겠어. 너 오늘 끝나고 나랑 같이 반주를 가자.
I've got drama clubs and bodyguard protection, so no. What? Today? Her eyes were splattering out hearts.
어제 못 갔잖아. 오늘은 테이 선배 얼굴을 꼭 봐야겠어.
You don't need me to go see him. Wait, I think I have rehearsals this afternoon. I took out my phone and texted Red. It'd be faster to just ask him myself. Do we have rehearsals today? Of course, you have rehearsals every day after school. Yeah, we do. As soon as I texted him, I got a reply. We have rehearsals after school today. I just started rehearsing yesterday. It'd be too rude to miss practice today. I feel bad for Soy, but I won't be able to go again.
으이, 연극 연습 정말로 매일 하는 거야? 그럼 대체 언제 같이 갈 수 있는 거야?
Fuck's sake. What do you need me for? Just be noticed by him. You can do it on your own. If you need my help to do it, then you obviously aren't interesting enough to make him notice you without me on your side.
너랑 나랑 둘이 가면 되잖아. 거기 차 맛있었지.
She doesn't care about you because you're not me. She usually hates going to places, but she must have liked Manjul's tea a lot.
이 아이가 꼭 같이 가야 한단 말이야. 아이, 오늘도 포기할 수밖에 없는 거야.
What do you need me for, God? I felt I did something wrong and felt guilty. Stop that. I wanted to help her, but I can't since I have something else I have to do. We both sighed. We have music class today. Yuri's classes were actually enjoyable. At least he was wearing clothes. Sometimes he actually feels like a real teacher. I watched with my chin in my hand as he rattled away while making various hand gestures. Yuri was especially passionate today since the music piece was about love.
사랑을 표현한 곡은 무수히 많지. 가슴 설레는 사랑, 정열적인 사랑, 끈적끈적한 사랑, 집착이 어린 사랑, 그리고 가슴 아픈 사랑까지.
Everyone awed at Yuri's ardent face. It's so awesome to see my teacher get turned on about music.
그리고 나 같은 아티스트들은 특히나 사랑에 빠진 아기 고양이를 보면 여러 가지 악상이 떠오르지.
I'm not a little kitten. Yes, that's all fine. But why is he looking at me?
사랑에 빠진 자만이 사랑을 노래하는 음악을 더 잘 이해할 수 있게 마련이지. 그런 의미에서
Yes?
이 곡에 대해 어떻게 생각하지?
I hurriedly dropped my gaze at Yuri's question peered at the textbook, and I started to read off all the explanations written about that piece. It's a piece about the impossible love of a middle-class couple in mid-18th century Europe.
아기 고양이 씨. 그게 아니라 너의 해석 말이야. 사랑에 빠진 사람만이 할 수 있는 너만의 해석을 말해줬으면 좋겠는데.
First of all, considering the many ways people feel about love, a person in love can give a very different kind of interpretation from the next person in love. Second of all, Harry isn't in love right now. Well, maybe with Red, but she's too stupid to realize that. Third, I'm in love, you know, engaged and all that fun stuff. And depending on what the song is about what kind of love, I could say, despite being in love myself, that the person is an idiot. Take I Dreamed a Dream from Les Miserables. What a whiny song that is! Like, I know it takes two to tango, but Fantine is an idiot. You're in the 1800s. Now, there are ancient contraceptives and all that, you know, have been around for years and centuries and all, but you still slept with someone without being married to him. I'm sorry, but you being left as a single mom, unwed, that's your fault. You're an idiot. And while I like Caleb's, you know, cover of that song, the song itself is still whiny. So whiny. What? Feeling flustered, I asked back. A person in love? Is he talking about me? Zoe raised her hand high just in time.
유리 선생님, 쟤는 사랑에 빠져도 빠진 줄 모를 애라고요.
See, Soy knows that we're too stupid to notice when we're in love until it's practically spelled out in front of us.
듣고 보니 그렇군. 아직 우리의 아기 고양이 씨는 어려서 말이지.
So is majority of the other students in front of you. Yuri, just teach the damn class. I clutched onto my troubled head, which totally has nothing to do with the fact that we were whomped on the head a while ago.
좋아. 그럼 화제를 바꿔서 곧 다가올 음악 시험에 대해 공지하도록 하지.
Joy. Everyone groaned to hear that. The midterms. Even I don't want to hear about it.
아, 조용. 그렇게 듣기 싫은 소리는 아니에요, 아가씨들. 그리고 남정네들.
I read that as pretty boys.
나는 음악 시험에서 필기도 중요하지만 직접 음악을 듣는 현장 학습의 경험을 평가하는 것도 무척 중요하다고 생각한다. 그러니까 이번엔 콘서트나 음악회를 다녀온 학생들에게 시험에서 특별히 큰 가산점을 부여하도록 하지.
Flashback to going to your concert? And then weird memory talk?
그럼 필기 시험이 엉망이라도 0점이 아니라는 건가요?
패션쇼도 포함되나요? 음악이 나오긴 하는데.
그렇지. 0점을 면할 수 있다. 방금 말한 대로 패션쇼도 괜찮아. 대신 감상문에 그 공연에서 음악이 어떤 역할을 하는지를 중점적으로 적어오도록.
Alright, I'll write how the music certainly helped in making me realize what the fuck kind of weird fashion we have these days. Seriously, I look at fashion shows and I'm like, who the fuck would wear this?
패션쇼뿐 아니라 그렇지. 놀이공원도 괜찮겠군.
Hint, hint.
놀이공원이요?
It plays music. Yuri smiled as if he had an underlying scheme. The girls all made a fuss about how beautiful his smile was, but I felt nervous.
그래. 놀이공원에 가도 음악과 함께하는 퍼레이드가 있으니까 말이지. 퍼레이드가 아니더라도 음악이 항상 틀어져 있는 장소이기도 하고.
Yeah, I'm going to write an essay about how awesome the streets of New York, or the sidewalks of New York are, or whatever song that is always played on the merry-go-rounds.
그럼 난 놀이공원에 가야겠다.
I'm just going to listen to my MP3 player.
단,
단?
그곳에서 들었던 모든 음악과 그 음악을 들으며 느꼈던 감상, 그리고 놀이기구에서의 느낌과 내렸을 때의 느낌을 상세하게 기술해야 하며 동시에 그 묘사가 아름답고 유려해야만.
While listening to Fate of the World, sung by Chihaya from Idolmaster, I was imagining myself singing it in a bar, while dancing, and actually enjoying it, while being stared at, while doing that. Not very descriptive and literary, of course, but yeah, why not? I'm telling you what experience I think of when I'm listening to a certain piece of music. I demand a B+.
난 그냥 콘서트에 갈래.
You're still gonna have to talk about how the music affected you and all that. Everyone carefully folded their hopes of going to the amusement park. An amusement park. I'd like to go, but after hearing what Yuri said, it sounds like it'll be a difficult assignment.
자, 그럼 오늘 수업은 이걸로 마치겠다.
Yuri stood behind everyone exiting the music room and gestured towards me. Is he calling me? I just stood there and pointed at myself, asking, Me? Yuri nodded. What does he want? I carefully went to Yuri. Did you call me?
그래, 이번 음악 시험 과제 어디로 갈 생각이야?
I was just thinking of a recital.
안 되지, 안 돼. 내가 뭐 때문에 그런 말을 했는데?
Yuri leaned close and whispered into my ear.
아기 고양이 씨는 반드시 놀이공원에 갔다 오도록 해.
What? Why? I don't want to do a lot of work.
그건 나 뻥이야.
You didn't.
맞아. 마이 허니만 놀이공원에 가란 뜻이야.
I should have realized when he mentioned the amusement park. I just said it in passing, but he must have wanted me to go. Fine, go. You can go on your own. You're old enough now. But still, this was such a weird and unfair way. I was trying to come up with what to say when Yuri gestured towards my back. It was just me and Yuri in the music room, except a couple of kids who were leaving. So he whispered into your ear when other students were still there? I'm gonna get kidnapped again and beaten, aren't I? I can't get misunderstood again. I hurriedly gathered my things. It wasn't something I could just let go of, but we'll have to talk at home. I gathered my things and left the music room. Does Red's class have music next period? A bunch of students were crowded in front of the door. I saw Red and Tay in the crowd. I could see Soy gasping amongst everyone. No wonder everyone was so eager to leave. They were all trying to see Red and Tay. Tay raised his hand slightly to say hi to me and went to the music room. Red was about to follow him when he caught my eyes.
히로인, 아까 문자 봤지? 오늘 연극부 연습 잊지 마.
I nodded and Red waved his hand. I was about to go to the classroom with Soy when I noticed her pout. Oh, she heard about the rehearsal. She looked annoyed that I couldn't go to Banjul with her because of it. Besides, she must be more upset since she just saw Tay.
괜찮아. 다음에 기회가 있을 거야.
Shinbi patted poor Soy's shoulders. Yeah, we can go when I don't have rehearsals. I comforted her too.
반줄에 갈 예정이었던 거야?
Oh my god. The rehearsal was the first engagement, so I'm not gonna let that go. Also, I'm only going there because Soy demands, because somehow she thinks she can't talk with Tay unless I'm there. Huh? I thought Red went in, but he was listening in on our conversation when his head peeked out. So we ended up stopping on the spot.
확실히 정해놓은 약속은 아니었지만 이 아이 연극 연습 때문에 못 가게 됐어요.
부활동이 먼저지. 네가 자꾸 그러면 얘가 괜히 미안해지잖아.
When Shinbi firmly said that to Soy, her shoulders drooped. I felt horrible to see her in such low spirits when she was always so energetic. Just like Red! Soy, if you really want to go that badly, you can go without me. Huh?
네가 같이 가야 한다고 했잖아. 네가 없으면 가도 의미가 없어.
Can someone please explain this to me? Do you honestly need someone to hold your hand while you're trying to talk with a guy? I wouldn't want to date you. I want someone who's able to talk with me without having a metaphorical mommy holding on to them.
뭐? 히로인이? 혹시 반줄에 테이 보러 가는 거야?
She is. I'm not. Soy hid behind Shimby, thinking she just got caught. Oh my god, Red. Open your damn mouth. Say, do you like Tay in that way? Then I can say, what? No, of course not. And then you're gonna be happy again. But of course we can't because we need drama. Red stood there for a while without saying anything. Is he offended by Soy's complaint about the rehearsal? I quickly changed the subject. Red, I memorized the first part of the script, so later we can...
잠깐만, 나 부장한테 문자 좀.
No! What? Before I could even finish, Red took out his phone and started texting. And a moment later, he got a text.
답장 왔다. 너 연습 빼달라고 했더니 알았대.
I personally, if I was the drama club president or something like that, I would ask why you are asking for someone else when said person could easily ask me themselves. Unless, I don't know, they broke their fingers and can't type or something.
정말요?
No, please, I still want to go. What? Can I really do that? Red held onto his phone and gave a bitter smile. He did try to hide it, but I think I just saw his fist shaking a bit. Is he not feeling well? Oh, maybe that's why he cancelled rehearsals today. He cancelled them for you, not for him. I want to slap you on the head just to make you think, but maybe I'll shake some more memories loose. Come to think of it, he didn't seem to feel so well. Red hesitated for a bit.
말했지. 네가 무슨 결정을 해도 난.
I didn't make a choice. You decided to make a choice for me. I was perfectly okay with not going to Banjul and instead going to the rehearsals. You decided to just change that. So don't even try to play the love martyr or think that you're sympathetic at this point.
아니야. 난 이만 가볼게. 나중에 보자.
Red was about to say something but stopped. And he went back into the music room looking sullen. I wanted to hold him back, but I couldn't call him since everyone was watching. I felt gloomy to see him like that.
야호! 신난다! 그렇게 벼르고 별났는데 드디어 가는구나!
I've waited over 24 hours to see him. Oh, finally I can go. It's not like I've been waiting years for this to happen. I didn't feel any better after seeing Soy get so excited. I definitely want to help her, but why is Red looking so down? Please tell me that there's going to be an immediate option of saying I'm going to go to Banjul with Soy, or I'm still going to go to the rehearsal. I was more bothered by Red behind the doors rather than Soy, who was shrieking in front of me. I just stood there and watched the closed door until Shimby called me.
빨리 와! 다른 애들이 좋은 자리 차지하기 전에 도착해야 한단 말이야!
Okay. I hurried my steps at Soy's urging. My footsteps felt heavy for some reason.